What's going on, everyone? Trust the Buzz here. If you're new to the channel, I make sure all the Hornets content, so if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the first Summer League game. Now, normally I break down these games, but one, it's like the California Classic, and two, I only was able to catch the second half. So I really just kind of want to talk about the impact of that game, and I think how what it has on the franchise. So one thing I know for a fact I said last year, whether it was on a YouTube channel, Twitter, I don't know. I probably said it on both, is that it's just Summer League. Summer League does not matter in the grand scheme of things. That's why you can't look too much into it, how well a player performs or how, poorly a player performs or how, things look. But for the Hornets specifically, I can't speak for other teams, even though I watch a lot of Summer League. But I don't know the inner workings as well as I do the Hornets. For the Hornets specifically, Summer League over the last couple of years have meant a lot more. And the reason I say that is because, yes, as everything I just said, you cannot take Summer League seriously. You would be a miserable person if you did. The thing is about Summer League specifically for our team is that a lot of the things we saw in Summer League translated to what we saw through the front office, through the court, like on with our starters. Is just a lot of those same habits. And not necessarily basketball habits, but just like attitude habits, culture habits, all those things. It relayed, it reverbed all throughout the organization. And it was hard to not see the connection. For any other team, not any other team, but for a lot of other teams, you can look at it and say, it's just Summer League. They don't care about Summer League. You think the Lakers care about Summer League? You think the Knicks care about Summer League? You think the Celtics care? Like, these teams don't care about Summer League. Necessarily. Like, if this is the thing, they're going to try. The Celtics, I remember last year, they had a pretty good team. Knicks usually put out a decent team. Lakers won a few years ago when they had Lonzo, I believe. So these teams, like, if they're operating well, they care, but they're not going to hang their hat on Summer League. But for the Hornets, I think that's something we have to start taking seriously until we get to that point. Now, we don't have to be the championship level team. We don't have to be an Eastern Conference Finals team and then be like, oh, now we can stop caring about Summer League. No, until we just build a culture of, hey, if you're going to play for this organization, you got to play hard, whether that's in Summer League, practice, wherever it may be. That is where I think we need to start taking Summer League more seriously. And Charles Lee last night was a great example of that. I like how everybody was diving on the floor for the ball. You saw players just dapping each other up. You saw high fives. You saw, screaming and yelling in a positive way. You saw just guys not keeping their head down. Nick Smith Jr. had a terrible shooting game. He started off hot, but then he had a terrible shooting game. But honestly, I know it's Summer League, and I know there's still some questions out there about NSJ, but that was probably one of the better bad performances I've seen from a Charlotte Hornets player in Summer League in a while. Because, yes, his shot wasn't falling, but he was playing defense. He was looking to make the next play. He was trying to get open. He had shots. He just wasn't hitting them, and it's a make-or-miss league. Some days you're going to make them. Some days you're not. Maybe yesterday he was not. We'll, as more games come, we'll kind of understand. But he performed very well. He just shot like crap. So I believe that we're headed in the right direction. And I hate to put so much emphasis on Summer League, but it's hard not to when, like I said, you look back at how we've done Summer League. Everything that's happened in Summer League has literally happened on the court with a whole completely different set of players. So it's all about the attitude. It's all about how you carry yourself. It's all about just how you approach Summer League. Is that going to reverb through the organization? And it hasn't, because the front office didn't allow it to. The front office were just bringing guys off the street. They weren't bringing guys who really are trying to make something of themselves or really try. Like Xavier Simpson, he played NBA minutes for the OKC Thunder a couple years ago and was fantastic. Fantastic. Now, he wasn't like a star. There's a reason he's still in Summer League, but still, like those kind of guys, yes, he's a traveler. Of course, he's not on the team, but the fact that he's going to play. He's still trying to make it. Most of the time, I feel like we just bring in guys that's like, they're trying to make it. It would be dumb to say they're not. But it's not like we see these other guys and how they performed last night. They take their past lessons and try to develop and try to get better. They look like they're really trying to make a team instead of just trying to look good, if that makes any sense. It was just completely different. Now, you still have guys who kind of fell by the wayside and didn't perform as well as you want them to. Either way. I know I said Nick Smith Jr., but I still think other aspects of the game he performed well. But Bryce McGowan, he looked lost the whole game. And he was really the only one I can think of off the top of my head from what I was able to really sit and watch and analyze. He was the only one I could think of that really just looked like he didn't belong, which Go figure. I mean, as far as the past regime, but everybody else, Muhammad guy is, I believe, on the Hawks. I can't remember can't remember his first name, but this guy, he went to Pitt. I do know that. He looked very good, and I know he's 26 years old, and people are like, "Oh, that's kind of old," but it is what it is. You need that kind of guy to have that kind of motor. He was playing his heart out, and we need that. We had the Connell. I don't remember everybody's name yet, but one of the point guards. He was very efficient as far as just like he was always doing the right thing and chest bumping with Charles Lee, and it was just the energy was completely different. We beat a team by 30. Normally we either get beat by 30. We beat a team by 30 who I think the Spurs last year. The second, I think we played them twice. I don't remember, but I remember we lost. That's all I remember. So the fact that we just came out the gate playing the way we did is fantastic. Now, hopefully tonight it's not, and I'm recording this on Sunday, so if this video comes out Monday, I'm sorry. But hopefully tonight it's not. They could lose. Like this is. I'll just set this out. They could lose, but as long as they bring the same energy, hopefully it's not one of those things where you give it all on the first day, then you don't have it to go the second day. Hopefully they still provide the same energy. Maybe not all the shots are going to hit the way they did. They dropped 97 in the summer league game, so I'll take it. Play extreme, amazing defense. So. Yeah, hopefully the pressure and the effort is still there, but you can't rely on them to just play as well. It is what it is, summer league, for a reason. But I'm excited. I'm excited because it just seems like this is the start of a change. It's so small. Does this have any impact on LaMelo? Any impact on Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller? No, not really. But seeing Mark Williams there, it was great because he wants to support his team and be around Coach Lee some more. Brandon Miller, I'm pretty sure when he's done in Vegas with the Olympic team, he's going to come and just chill and just be around this change of culture. And it's just going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. I look forward to it. I think this is just a start. And it's good to see happen with the young players. Do I care that now that Miles Bridges is signed and LaMelo, do I care that they're not there? Not really. It's not the end of the world. Yes, sometimes you have guys like even LeBron and Westbrook and these guys have shut DeMar DeRozan last year. DeMar DeRozan this year, he came out playing not like us in Sacramento. You see guys and they come and show up to summer league, but you also got to think about where those guys are in their career. I think you're in this phase kind of twice. You're in it really early in your career, and then you're kind of back into it like towards the end of your career because you're kind of like reminiscing on the game. LaMelo, I think, has surpassed kind of the beginning of his career. Unfortunately, injuries and just the roster around him have kind of almost like taken that away. Plus, we were getting drugged. I don't think there was anything exciting to see, and we weren't trying to build that kind of camaraderie around this organization. I wouldn't be surprised that now that Miles has his deal, maybe he shows up. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's still only so far removed from his incident a couple off seasons ago, so he may not just want to deal with it, and I completely understand that. Though it was warranted, I get it. But yeah, overall, I think we're just headed in the right direction. I hate to put so much thought into Summer League, but I think that this is just the start of us really trying to take this organization seriously, and it has to start somewhere. So the fact that you can get random guys that show up for this organization that's known to be trash to come together and play like this, I think that's just a start. That's just a start. I hope that it translates to the team. It may not happen right away. You got bigger egos, more money, just some more politics around it that is not the same as Summer League, but I hope so because I like the trajectory we're on.